Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I am the Toy Sheik, and today, as promised, we're checking out the Mondo Batman the Animated Series Man-Bat figure. This thing is massive, 34 inches of just large plastic amazingness, but also a complete headache, dude. It's just, oh! So, follow along, and let's get into it. Alright, guys, before we get into this, I was going to do a fancy little breakdown of this here box that's very large that Man-Bat came in. The visual artwork on the box is amazing. It looks really good. His arms go all around. Obviously, I can't move it because Harley's on top. She's also one of the figures from the Batman the Animated Series line. I do collect the Motu figures as well. I have quite a few of the Mondo figures. I have definitely noticed a difference in the quality of the Batman figures versus the He-Man figures. I think the He-Man ones, it's almost like a different company makes them. The plastic's about the same feel, but it's just like the amount of soft goods and things that go into those figures just seem to make the Motu ones seem a little bit higher quality for the price you're paying, because these are about the same price. This Man-Bat was going to be, if you got the deluxe version, which picture shown here for you guys to check out, because I'm not going to get everything out of the box to show you. So you do get 2 extra head portraits, one crazy version there, as well as the human version. The Kirk Langstrom version had as he's, what is it, post mutating? Doring? I don't know. What the hell's the noun for, is it a noun? Noun's like an action. I don't remember this stuff right now. It doesn't matter. We're getting off topic. This thing, obviously, you would want the timed edition. You do get the longer wings. It gives him that wingspan of 34 inches. These are the wings right here. I'm going to show you the figure here in a second, but look at these things. They're like moose horns on there. They are like a cast piece, one solid, no articulation on the finger points that you're going to see on the figure here. And just a moment. But I did want to show those off. I'm not going to get all the heads out and whatnot. I think it is really valuable now, as I've been opening my stuff up, to get them out and play with them for like a week. Every day you go by, you're messing with it, you're seeing, you really get to get a feel for the figure, and if you're going to like it or not, and that changes your whole perception of it. And it's damn sure happened with these Mondos. Let's check out the Man-Bat right here, baby. This is the normal figure, not the normal head that he would come in the package with. This is one of the deluxe heads. I've been keeping this one on him. I think it's one of the best looking ones, but his arms are articulated and whatnot just a little bit. You don't have like too much movement or things that you can do. This one has a couple fingers that do move and whatnot, whereas the other piece right here is just cast. These fingers don't move and whatnot. And you can like feel the difference if you're holding like this wing. The way the paint and everything, it just feels different than like this arm in general. So it's still very, very large, as you can see with like just these wings out here. Very limited articulation all around, obviously being as big as he is. You can take this piece off if you like to just not have that on, just have him in this bat form. Stylistically, looks like he was just taken right off of the animated series. It's absolutely amazing. It looks exactly how I'd always wanted. There are a few Batman animated series characters that I must own, and that is why I was getting into the line in general. Always wanted a Man-Bat. I can't believe they actually did it. Still waiting for a Clayface. That one will be amazing. Need a Scarecrow. Amazing. And then I have the Harley and the Phantasm that just arrived last week, which also is amazing, but is really, really annoying, as we'll get into here in just a moment. His head falls off a lot. It like doesn't sit. It's like in there. I can see it in there. It's like in the hole, but it doesn't. Just very little movement. It comes off. I have come to the realization that Mondo are statues and not action figures, and they're a little bit better than statues because you have a little bit more movement, but for the most part you put them in the position and you keep them there, which is fine with me if they'll freaking stand in the position that you actually want them to stand in. His waist, being that he's drawn and made just like the cartoon, is they have very small waist on top of a large body, but being that this thing is, I mean, I don't know how long this is right here, but you can see how freaking huge it is up top. there's nothing on the bottom. So there's no weights in the feet or anything like that. He just falls over every time. These are just the normal wings because they don't touch the bottom of the floor, so you can use the wings to rest the weight on there and kind of take up some of the balance issues. But nope, we don't have that on here. So no matter what, even if I'm holding him, he just starts to fall. His legs, I don't know if it's just mine or other people, because I've seen other people do reviews and they just rant and rave like this is fantastic. But after playing with this for a freaking week and trying to pose it and take pictures with my other characters, it is just literally impossible. So they give you a stand. Thank you, Mondo. You're so amazing to give us a stand. And but it has the freaking, this piece doesn't fit around his waist. It fits around Harley's waist because it's the same freaking size piece here. I don't know why they gave me that. Then the metal piece that's on it there scratches the freaking paint that's on your figure once you put it on there because it's too small. Then you put it on there and then the damn thing just falls over. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but that is how it happens. Like, just like that. It happens every time. He's just standing there and he falls over. So you can just use it to like freaking balance him if you get his feet just right, but that's not going to fucking work. It made me so freaking frustrated the other day dealing with this, dude. I messed with it for so long trying to get the weight perfect, and it just will not freaking stand without leaning up against something. Oh! You know, all in all, this figure is good. These figures are good. They're really expensive, and they keep dropping too many. They don't understand that, like, we are not in a good world. You can't just make stuff like that and just keep dropping it every month. People like can't keep up with it, and then they're upset because this is really the ultimate version of whatever action figure you could possibly want. So I really wish they would get that figured out, but they are very good. The last thing I will say is, like, you gotta buy better stands. I'm gonna have to get a custom stand made for this to hold up his weight as well as his hands, his arms, some acrylic risers or whatnot to make it really look good, and that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. When a lot of my other hobbies, like with my car parts, you be buying expensive parts, whatever it may be. Something you gotta modify it. Maybe you want to make it look different after you already bought a part that's way too expensive. You want some new hardware, things like that. So you still go out there and buy it to make it look how you want it. So I guess in a way, it's no different with the toys. You just buy the stuff to make it look like you would like in your collection, make it look different. Their only job is to give you a toy. They don't have to give you stands. But for the price that I'm paying, we should be able to get all that stuff. It's not fair that they're skimping on those things. And it's so annoying. I understand the business point, but I also understand if you long term keep collectors around, give them what they want, give them what they want. That doesn't really work for their model, but you know, try to give them some of what they want to make the figure last. You got to think about this thing lasting for years and years and years. So don't be swayed by this review. I love the Mondo. Like I said, he has stand issues as well. So really great. They're not good with standing. They're so expensive. Like, why don't you stand? But again, I'll buy risers and stuff to make them stand. It's just stupid. Why do I have to put effort into them? Damn. So there's our Man Bat by Mondo, timed edition, that is, showing off today. Very excited to finally have the ultimate Man Bat form in my possession ever since On Leather Wings, the original Batman the Animated Series episode, which actually aired second, but it was the pilot. When I first saw him, was hooked into that series and hooked into this character. Can't wait for Clayface and all his bulky dirt nature. He's sure not going to have standing issues. I'm sure he'll be great. But we'll deal with that when that comes. Hopefully, it's in another couple of years because they got a lot of figures this year. They're coming out, and they're not going to be easy on my wallet. Thanks, Mondo. Appreciate it. And thank you guys if you stay tuned and watch this video. If you got some value of it, please hit that like button and come back for more if you want. And thanks for letting me rant today. So until next time, mad love, geek out. I'll see you guys next episode.